if it breaks this support level, then oof, we could see more discounts. Yo, welcome to another video, guys. Today I'll be talking about my favorite Matt Furie picks, which I am holding, or which I think are worth holding, but I'm not holding myself. I will start with the biggest and end with the lowest. The lowest, of course, is more riskier, but it has a higher potential multipliers. The higher the risk, the more potential multipliers, and vice versa. Yeah, if you have been in the trenches, you probably traded Matt Furie coins. And if you don't know who Matt Furie is, now Matt Furie is an American comic artist and also illustrator, and he's known for creating Peppy the Frog. Now you probably know who Peppy the Frog is. It's this little frog over here. And it was the first Matt Furie coin on my channel. I got it very early, and since then I have been trading Matt Furie coins because this is a very hot narrative. Now Matt Furie didn't only make Peppy the Frog. He made Brett, he made Landwolf, he made Andy, which are part of the Boys Club. But he made a lot more comic books, like Mind Viscosity. I've traded like 5 meme coins from Mind Viscosity. Then we have the Night Riders, which is also a book title, featuring Hoppy, which was also a meme coin. So people love to trade Matt Furie meme coins, and I'm pretty curious, does he even realize what he started? I don't know, but there's a shitload of money going into his picks. So let's talk about Peppy the Frog, which is at around 3.95 billion. It's 4 billion, and a lot of people think it still can do a 100x. Now I'm gonna ask you to wake up, because 100x would be like a $400 billion in market cap, and only Ethereum and Bitcoin has a larger market cap than that. But how high can it go? Well, for these kind of plays, I can use other meme coins as a reference point. So for example, Dogecoin is a top meme coin. Now, what was the all-time high of Dogecoin? Now, you have a lot of factors to consider because the market is more saturated. Obviously, there's more inflation, so a lot more money is coming in. So it balances. So previous cycle, Dogecoin had a 75 billion all-time high. So let's just stick with the 75 billion. And I think that'll be like a 20x, slightly less than a 20x. And I'm not saying it will go surpass the 75 billion. I'm not saying that. Because my own prediction will be like a 5x or so. A 20 billion in market cap. Why? Because there are a lot of meme coins into the billions. Dogecoin is not the one and only anymore. Like I said, the market is a bit saturated. So not all the money will go into one meme coin. It will spread. But guys, if you watched my channel from the beginning, I shared Peppy at around 300 million in market cap. It went all the way up to the 12 billion. So we made like a 35x on this pick, which is just crazy if you think about it. Look at this. Nobody gave a shit. Everybody was just selling Peppy because it wasn't doing anything to jump into green candles. Always ape into charge, which are going sideways, which found a strong support and is just consolidating, waiting for the next explosive move. Never jump into green candles. So right now, I think Peppy, is this a good entry? I think yes, but you want to go in with size as it's a relatively safe meme coin and maybe take profits after a 2 or 3x. If you are looking for more multipliers, in my opinion, a 20x for Brett, I think that's possible. That'll be like a 8 billion a market cap. That's like the market cap of Peppy times 2 currently. I think that's possible. Brad has an amazing community as well. A lot of real life marketing, and I think it's worth to grab a bag. Brad is listed on all the big tier 2 exchanges, but still no Coinbase. A lot of people just think that the team is lazy or not good at negotiating. I think the team is waiting for favorable market conditions. If you looked at the last months, weeks, the market sentiment was pretty bad, and even big exchange listings like Coinbase or Binance didn't do much. But I think when the Fear and Greed Index is at extreme greed, things will skyrocket when it gets a exchange listing. And considering the volume, the market cap, and all the other exchanges it's already on, in my opinion, Brad is a no-brainer. Then we have Landwolf, 32 million in market cap, very cheap and holding very strong on this support line. I shared it before at 17 mil before it went to 260 million in market cap. So it's in a nice discount. The same guys are still pushing it. And in my opinion, 32 million is so undervalued, man. I think this could hit a billion. This one also has amazing exchange listings like BitGet. At 30x, that'll be like a 1 billion. I think that's very possible. So I'm having a fat bag of Landwolf. Check out their X. I think their branding is amazing. And yeah, do your own research, my friends. Then we have Mindfuck, which is still holding above critical support at around 3.7 mil in market cap. So watch those levels. With 3.9 mil, I think that's pretty cheap. It went to 12 mil in market cap. So Mindfuck is also a character of the Cortex Vortex book, which was recently very hyped because this is the latest book. And they are featured on the second page, and they're also a full page character, if that means something to you. So yes, I'm still holding Mindfuck, still bullish, but watch these levels. If it breaks this support level, then oof, we could see more discounts. Then we have Moner. As you guys can see, it went in a clear downtrend, but it held support at 170k. It broke this downtrend and now we're just consolidating, and I think it's looking very good right now. It's up 22% in the last 24 hours, so maybe it's a good time to get an entry. No financial advice. Now, of course, this is very risky, guys. You gotta understand that everything below the 1 mil is very, very volatile. It can go up 30%, it can go down 50%. All in a matter of a few hours. So know what you're doing, okay? Then we have Beast. I love Beast, but it's in a clear downtrend. And even on 24 hours, it's still in a downtrend. I'm going to be honest, I'm still holding out a small moon bag, but I made my money on this one. I called this one at around 200k before the first big bump. So around here, you see what happened? If you had patience, if you could hold for 4 or 5 months, you could have had more than a 30x, guys, because this went up to over the 7 mil in market cap. Conviction and patience, guys. Know what you're investing into. So what I would say is wait for it to go sideways, but I think it's bottomed out. Maybe we can see 611k if you come down to these support levels over here, maybe 500k, but just keep yourself updated. Are they still pushing? Are they still connecting with the community? Are they still posting? But other than that, I think it's a great project. Beast Seller is on the front cover of the Cortex Vortex book of Matt Furie, so it's got the lore. Alright, then we have Noodle, which is also a Cortex Vortex pick, but it also featured in the Heads NFT collection of Matt Furie. So it's currently sitting at 465k in market cap with an all-time high of almost 1 mil. But as you guys can see, the chart is looking very well, just going sideways. And I think in charts like this, you can just ape with confidence. No financial advice, of course. But I'm holding a fat bag of Noodle too. Of course, not like my bags like Brad or Landwolf, but in that market cap range. And then we have Crippy, which is sitting at 1.2 mil in market cap with an all-time high of 1.7. So it didn't dump much. I think people have a lot of conviction in this one. And you see a clear support level at 1 mil, which is holding very well because it bounced like yesterday or 2 days ago. It depends on when I'm going to upload this video. But it's looking very, very healthy right now. So these guys are like 12 days old. They secured 2 exchange listings in the top 30. There's another one coming, so I think this is a good one to accumulate. A lot of KOLs are backing this one as well, so yeah, do your own research. But I recently did a dedicated video for Grippy, so make sure to check it out first. Now let's take a look at Peasy. It's Peasy on ETH with the 0x69 contract address, just like Peppy. So Peasy is Peppy's alter ego. It's a real character in the Matt Furie Boys Club book. And the reason I like this pick is the people behind it, the artwork, the branding, everything is on point except for the price action. Now you want to buy when it's red, not when it's green. You want to buy when nobody gives a shit. And now it's currently at rock bottom. Now not rock bottom, I really hope this is the bottom, but it is sitting at a crucial support level, which is around the 700k. Now, like I always tell you guys, price action doesn't change my conviction. Does these guys still have the same energy than when it was at all-time high? And the all-time high was around the 6 mil? Yes, they have. So I recommend just checking them out. I'm not saying buy now or this and that. I'm just saying that it's on a crucial support level. If it bounces from here, then this was probably the bottom. Maybe it bounces like 2 times on this support level. So wait for confirmation, guys. But I think this project is worth to do your research on. So this is a quick glimpse on the Rex page. Just check out the content, guys. It's top tier branding. So yeah, again, do your own research. And now a super risky one. but this one has the most potential multipliers in my opinion. It's only 55k in market cap, and it's called Hoodbird, which is also another Cortex Vortex pick. And this one is also part of the 1000 NFT heads collection by Matt Furie. Now, there's not a lot of volume. There's no transactions in the last 18 hours. So if you want to be rich tomorrow, then this pick is probably not for you. But if you want to position yourself before the Matt Furie run, and smart people are buying when nobody gives a shit, like me, I bought here. I'm just loading up. Now there was a little bit of FUD because the Fed cut rates only 0.25 and the market was choppy. So nobody's going into the degen shitters right now. Once Euphoria comes back and we are entering October, I think this project will fly. And why do I know that? Because it's a bird. It literally has wings. Now, most of these picks I was holding, so if you want to know what I'm buying and what I'm selling next or whatever, join the private Discord, guys. Better join now than when everything is pumping. When nobody cares, then you should join and then you should position yourself. Guys, thank you for watching and I'll see you in the next one.